What's up, everyone? It's John again. We're going to be doing another cooking video. Except this isn't really cooking, this is more assembling. There's not really any flame involved or heat. We're going to do caprese. Now, if there's any Italians out there, please do not crucify me because I know this isn't the traditional recipe. The traditional recipe is tomatoes, mozzarella, olive oil, and basil. I do it a little differently, and I'll show you what I do. But ingredients: mozzarella, tomatoes, uh, 2 cloves of garlic, um, salt, pepper, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. So last time my cat jumped on the laptop and somehow muted the video. I didn't realize there were like hotkeys but it took me like 20 minutes to troubleshoot it and get it all worked out. So I don't know what happened. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again this time. She is she's the sweetest, cutest cat ever, but man, she can be a menace sometimes. So yeah, let's get right into it. Um, you could prepare this, or I suppose I could prepare this in a more home style, just not cute, just straight to the point. But I'm used to making this for my family and at like dinner parties and stuff, so I will uh, do the presentation that way. Um, I don't have any fresh basil. I was at Aldi earlier today. They didn't have any basil, or if they did, I didn't see it. So we'll be basilless. A basilless caprese will be the title. So I'm gonna move this camera over. I kind of like that camera angle I had the last time. I can show y'all a little knife work. If I can get this cord to go all the way. Let's see what we got. Oh, not the microwave. There we go. How's that? Yeah, so the mozzarella log, this is pre-sliced from Aldi. So the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna slice um, the tomatoes the same thickness as the mozzarella is, just for uniformity. So if I can figure out how to open this. And I've said it before, if you don't have an Aldi, I feel bad for you, man. Aldi is the shit, especially if you're more of like a European oriented person, if you like cheese and beer and wine and the more luxurious aspects of life. I lived in Europe for 5 years, so some of that stuff has rubbed off. They say it's sliced. Oh, here we go. So yeah, basically, the best slices. I'll just go along the slice and just little slivers like that. I'm gonna make a full plate of this. I love caprese. It's one of my favorite foods. If I were on like death row or something, this would be one of my requests. Caprese and some beer or something. So we'll get this going. And yeah, life is all right. Getting into the hot season here in Houston, starting to get steamy outside, but it's all right. Channel's going well. Work is going well. I'm in good health. My cat is in good health. Not a whole lot to complain about. And yes, so we'll continue with this. I know it's just a pile of cheese right now, but once I slice the tomatoes, we'll get to assembly. Um, so you don't have to do it. When I get everything assembled, I like to um, salt and pepper it a little bit. So we got the on the vine tomatoes. We are balling today. So I'm gonna wash these real quick. Um, the Astros suck. I want to talk baseball for a second. It's really sad seeing what's happened to them. They went from being a one of the best teams in the league, and now they just suck ass. So it's unfortunate, but what can you do? In my opinion, what can you do? Well, in my opinion, they need to fire the athletic staff because half the team is injured. So it's like we're not even the Astros. We're like the Houston AAA, and it's embarrassing because the AAA guys aren't very good. Sorry if there's any Astros players on the off chance they're watching this. And yeah, and so I could probably this knife could be sharpened. Um, yeah, be careful when cutting the tomatoes because the knife will flip. It'll be a bloody massacre. So you can get. So I arrange it in sort of a circular way. I guess that's how everyone does it, but I'll try to not saw my fingers off. And I, well, let's build it this way first, I guess. What am I doing wrong here? Sorry, a little scatterbrained. This piece isn't doing it for me. What am I doing? Okay, I'm just assembling it wrong. Yep. And I imagine if you grew your own tomatoes and basil and stuff, this would be really dank. Um, do, do, do. It's gonna be a fat slice. Oh well. And trust me, it'll look pretty when I'm done. Don't ye of little faith. Might need one more tomato. And this is good too. Like, obviously I'm not gonna eat all this in one go, but you can once it's all dressed and everything, you can let it sit in the fridge and it's nice. It'll soak up all the flavors. Um, so we'll put one more. I'll put this right here. How's that? Maybe one more tomato. But real simple recipe. Um, it's definitely a crowd pleaser, uh, especially if you make it pretty like I do. And we'll just start from the inside. And I think just one more tomato. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my brother today. My brother lives in a different state. He's how much older is he? He's 89, 5 years older than me. But it's cool. I am the only one out of my four siblings who is single. So, ladies, um, we may run out of room here. That's all right. Do this. Well, okay, I lied. This isn't as pretty as I've made it in the past, but whatever. Do it like that. And with the extra cheese, just whatever. Eat a piece. All right, moving on. So now I'll make the sauce, which is not really a sauce. I get more like a dressing. Yeah, let's say that a dressing. And this goes really well. So again, if you make a lot of it, keeps well. You can make sandwiches out of it. You could serve it on like a flatbread. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a thing of garlic bread or whatever. But for the dressing that I make, uh, I'll chop up this garlic. And so with the olive oil and balsamic, so it's oil and vinegar, so obviously it's not going to mix very well. But what I'll do, please not again stinky. Do like one. I would say the ratio 1 part olive oil to 3 parts um, balsamic. And we got the real deal, the balsamic vinegar of Modena, certified by the control body, authorized by the competent ministry, Italy, product of Italy. So this is the real deal. And I love balsamic. There's so many good uses for it. Sometimes I'll just take bread, like, and toast it a little bit and just dip it in balsamic and eat it that way. Very good. And so with this, oh, we'll gently salt this, add some pepper, and nothing crazy, just like a light dusting. Just make sure it gets evenly distributed. And then I'll add some pepper to the dressing, a little bit of salt. With the basil, if I had basil, depending on how I'm feeling, I would do it one of two ways, one of three ways. I would just keep whole basil leaves and just, put it around proportionally. Um, I would also chiffonade it. So that's when you take, um, like if you took if this was a basil leaf, if you just kept taking basil leaves, putting them on top of each other, roll it up like a joint or a cigarette, I would never. And then from there, you just cut it into ribbons, and then you can place it around. Or the third one would be to chiffonade the basil, put it in here, let it all soak up and stuff, and then put it on top. I'm going to use the herbs du Provence. I know Italians, please don't kill me for using French seasoning, but I'll put it in there. I know it's dry. If you make the dressing in advance, the herbs will soak up some of the liquid and it'll be nice. You don't want like a mouthful of dry herbs, it's kind of gross. But we'll get started on the garlic. And the amount of sauce is entirely up to you. I like well, dressing. I like a well dressed caprese. Like, no, I'm not going to make that joke actually. And how fine you want to do this? I usually go for like mm, sort of a mince, I guess. Chef, damn it. I probably could have chopped the garlic beforehand so you don't have to watch this shit, but bear with me. squeeze anything. And yeah, if you're not good with a knife, this is how I held it. This is how everyone I worked with in the kitchen held it. You hold it by the spine. You can rapid chop. And I'll maybe go one more, yeah. No, sorry, I'm kind of neurotic. And get it all off. Get it all off your fingers. Do, do, do. And then just pour it into your sauce. Keep calling it sauce, your dressing. Um, that's fine. So I'm cooking, all right. Don't worry about the fingers. All right. Now the magical part. Yeah, get that all nice and yeah, it looks good. And then again, I like mine very well dressed. You just kind of make sure everything is well distributed. And yeah, again, I'm a big fan of garlic. Big fan of mouthwash and brushing my teeth too. And yeah, just want to make sure each piece has garlic, some of the herbs. Um, yeah, depending on who you ask, this looks good. Maybe it looks like garbage. I'm sure if an Italian person is watching this, they're gonna comment, "You suck at cooking. Stop it, dumb Yankee." Uh, use all of it. No dressing left behind. So as you can see, it's a lot, but that's really about it. Um, yeah, really good. If you get like fresh tomatoes, fresh cheese, um, nice garlic, very good, very light and refreshing. Good for the summertime. It's just a nice, what do they call it in Italian? Uh, why am I drawing? Whatever the Italian word is for antipasti. Just a nice salad. And let's see. Let me see if I can. Um, oh, I mean, you can see it pretty well. That's some good lighting. We'll get the thumbnail. Or wait, am I? There we go. Alrighty. So we're back. Um, the angle right. Go over a little further. All right. So that's how I would present it, just in this plate. If I were serving it at a party or for my family, I don't have a big metal spoon, do I? I do. Just one of these, just like a wide serving spoon, I guess. Um, but it's for me, so we'll give it a shot real quick. Let y'all know what it do. I'm gonna let this sit for a second, let it soak it up. But I'll try a piece just for shits and giggles. So gonna get it all in one bite. Pretty damn good. Taste the tomato and the cheese. Um, Balsamic, the garlic. It all just comes together very nicely. So if you like cheese, tomatoes, balsamic, garlic, this might be for you. Cheap too. I mean, the tomatoes. I have the seasonings already. Tomatoes and cheese, maybe like $5, $6. You can feed 4 people, maybe with that, 4 or 5 people. But that has been my caprese. I hope you all enjoyed. Um, if you do your own variation, I'd actually like to know. I'm always looking for cooking tips and tricks and new recipes. But yeah, so this has been the caprese. Trying to think what I might do next. Kind of want to try some like Indian food. That'd be cool. Or maybe like some homemade falafel. That'd be really good. Anyways, y'all take care, man. I'll catch you next time. Peace.